Hello everyone and welcome back to good old StarCraft 2. It's been a little while since I featured this StarCraft player on the YouTube channel, so spotting here in the top right hand corner of Oxide, playing with the blue Protoss probes, we have none other than Mechatron. Mechatron, actually with a nickname like that, you'd imagine he's a Terran player. Either way, Mechatron, he's also known by the name of Florencio. Now in case you're unfamiliar, Florencio, how do I put this lightly? Florencio likes to play this game a little bit differently. His playstyle is unorthodox. Unorthodox is probably the best way to put it. His opponent, or should I say victim, playing with the red Zerg drones in the opposite corner of the map, we have none other than Ches. Ches, I hope you're ready for this, my man. Because let's be honest, Mechatron definitely has something dirty in mind already. Okay, it's gonna be a Forge first right here from the Protoss player. So I'm gonna make the assumption here that he is opening up with a cannon rush. Quick gateway as a follow-up too. Ches did get the natural expansion started. Feel like that could have been blocked right there by the probe. And even though Ches may be quite happy about it, I think he shouldn't be. Although we do want to go for the cannon rush though. I mean, you kind of have to, right? If you go Forge first and your opponent goes Hatch first. Hello. Maybe the second probe is going to be tasked with going for the cannon rush. I'm not 100% sure. Already though, I mean, there's no rush on the spawning pool here either. Okay, that's... what was that? 17 hatch, 19 pool, 19 gas? There's a standard for a reason. Yeah, okay, now at this point, Protoss has so much money, he decides to just wall this Zerg player into their own main base, creating a little bit of, oh god, he decides to cancel the hatch. That's too early, you can just cancel this. Yeah. Hey, goal achieved, didn't even need to forge. So that's 75 minerals down the drain right there for Protoss. I guess the same for the Zerg. But obviously that was an expo, and a couple pylons aren't that useful at this stage in the game. Drone, though, is going across the map. And this was the one drone that was destined, okay? It grew up to become a hatchery one day, and it will become a hatchery, damn it, even if it's on the other side of the map. Ches, trying to fight fire with fire right now. Don't know if that's gonna necessarily be the best solution, although, I don't like this. No, Florencio adding on, even though he's already achieved his goal, right? I mean, Ches is right now going to try and see if he can still expand, I suppose. It's not going to happen. Even though he's already achieved his goal, I think one photon cannon would have been fine. Although I wouldn't have minded it if none of these structures were here. I think none of these structures are actually necessary. Maybe like one pylon and a photon cannon would not be terrible. Yeah, alright. We're canceling at least some of this. Alright, Roach Warren comes up, double gas here for the Zerg, so he's definitely planning on going for some Roach Ravager shenanigans. And I kind of like it, although Mechatron right there does see that a drone snuck by it. Okay, and at that point, yep, he's gonna be able to find this hatchery that's currently building on his side of the map. So Ches is going for the Roach Warren. Obviously, with this gas income, he probably also plans on adding on a couple of Ravagers, which I don't mind whatsoever. Obviously, there is that ramp over here on Oxide, but with the Overlord providing high ground vision, you can rain corrosive biles very effectively on a lot of these structures. I don't mind it. Okay, Queen comes up. Roach Warren here is done, so we're going to go for a Roach as well. Couple of probes are already set up on the map. So one thing I've noticed in the Florencio games is that he's not afraid of building a Nexus on the other side of the map, but I don't think the time for that has really come. Good cancel, though. Right here by the Zerg. 3 Zealots available. Zealots do have really high DPS, but the Roach is out. Technically speaking, you can kite this forever. I don't think you want to go off creep. No, you don't want to go off creep. Good cancel once again, although the drone seems like it has gone down eventually. Second Roach is out too. Queen is gonna pop. Do we inject or do we go creep tumor? Okay, we decide to go creep tumor. I think we should make another Queen, to be honest. Oh god, this is gonna be really close. Hatchery at 124 health, 60, 40. Oh my god, 13, 14, oh, 7. 7 health. Huh. I mean, as long as it's above 0, it's all good. It's gonna continue generating more HP, obviously. Second Cybercore comes up. Double Stargate. Okay. Oh god, here's the one Zealot, the Hero Zealot. Making the Imperial March down the ramp. Will complete its duty, even though, yeah, it will be forced to give its life for ire right there. Fair enough. I mean, seeing the double Cybercore would already indicate a Stargate transition, right? Pretty much no matter what. I would love to see biles coming down on all the structures rather than like on just the one of them. That's a little bit of misclicking right there by the Zerg player. Either way, He's going to be able to continue... okay, he does a rapid fire setup. Yeah, you can bio in between the structures and it deals full damage to both. There's no good reason to, like, only bio one of them. Anyways, what are we doing on the other side of the map? Sacrificing some overlords. Interesting strategy. I would not opt to do so, but I guess his rally point right here is... Yep. So this photon cannon has killed 2 overlords. This one has also killed something. Is that 3 overlords killed by these units in total? So while this is happening, by the way, Stargates are finishing. A little bit of a supply block right here for Florencio as well, but I mean, 1 Void Ray is really all he needs. 6 more overlords are coming up. He didn't change the rally point. Don't feed the machine, man! Overlords, you've got so much to live for! Yeah, he's busy microing on the other side of the map, trying to get rid of as many probes as possible before inevitably all of these roaches and ravagers will end up going down. If that one wasn't dead already, it would have bowled itself. Fair enough. What about the overlord? Oh my god. Oh, this hurts. Oh, stop it! Chaz, wake up, man! Alright. So both of these guys, I believe I mentioned that already, but both of these players are in Diamond League. Did I mention that? I'm not sure. Anyways, both of these players are in Diamond League. So, you know, a little bit of a different level than what I normally cast on the YouTube channel. Those little moves, while obviously very, oh god, I don't think you want to send them there either, man. There's Void Rays out there, dude. It's dangerous. Where's this drone going? Is he gonna try and go for a proxy base against Florencio? I kind of like it. We have some pretty cool micro going on over here as well, though. The Queen's still alive. Couple of Spore Crawlers available. Yeah, the only problem is that there's still no natural to expend to right here for Zerg, so both players actually have quite a lot of money in the bank. Void Rays with their overcharge ability once again. He's very on point with the building counseling. Yeah. I mean, not much is being achieved here, but I guess eventually, you know, the Protoss should be able to break out of this, but it's going to be heavily delayed. A lot of this has been shut down for quite some time right now. Obviously, at this point as well, if the Protoss wants to expand... Transfuse? Guess he's too busy microing over here. If the Protoss wants to expand, he's gonna have to get some sort of detection, right? At least if he wants to expand to his natural. Okay, 1 Void Ray does go down. If he wants to expand to his natural, he needs some sort of detection to get rid of the creep tumors. Although I say that, it's gonna be close. Might be able to just barely put it down anyway. All right, so we still have a couple. Look at these drones. Is this drone just trying to sneak through everything? Okay, a little bit ambitious. Yeah, that's not gonna happen this time around, dude. Sorry about that. Structure's still, the structure's still there, provide a little bit of vision. Nexus planted down over at the 3rd base of the Protoss, and in the meantime, Zerg is now expanding towards a natural. Lair's already done. Hydra then coming up as well. A couple of Spore Crawlers are being built. I think we really do need to see more queens. Yeah, just constant queen production is a good idea. The problem is, right, Hydras are quite good if they're fully upgraded. If you don't have the speed upgrade and you don't have the ranged upgrade, it's very difficult for those units to actually achieve anything. So we really do need to try and get some of that up. The problem is, there's only 16 workers in total. He's for some reason decided to go double gas, which I really dislike. He's like sacrificing like 10% of his eco on 2 gases he will not be able to use for a long ass time. Okay, 1 Hydra coming up. I'm sure that will scare away these units. The Void Ray ball is slowly growing, though. Okay, 6 Hydras coming up. Still no upgrades available for these. And even if you shoo away, though, these Void Rays, they're still going to be an expo. The problem is, yeah, Zerg doesn't know. So Chess probably assumes that this is still 1-base Protoss. We got to be very careful with these things. Okay, the Roach is also sent to chase the... oh, nicely done. The Roach is also sent right there to chase down the Voids. Fair enough. Oracle comes up because Megatron probably realizes he needs some sort of revelation to get rid of the creep inside of his natural. Okay. I don't like this. Nope. Before the Hydra upgrades are done, you should really not consider attacking with them, dude. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, because if you do just sort of allow the Zerg player, or sorry, the Protoss player an expo, life becomes very tricky. Now, apparently, Florencio here feeling a little bit guilty after this early game shenanigans. Wants to donate a Void Ray, but eventually decides to think better of it. There's 4 Void Rays versus 6 unupgraded Hydras. I mean, it's not going to be enough. Especially not if the Hydras are getting attacked right here by the freaking... Oh, God. Okay. Void Rays in the meantime, though, on the other side of the map. No console on that expo. So that's another 300 minerals down the drain. Although this time around, it might actually be a decent enough trade right here for the... unless he keeps the base alive. I think he should be able to keep the base alive. There's 2 oracles here as well. These oracles can definitely take at least one of the Hydras. Yeah. Yeah. They have their speed upgrade right now, but no ranged. So, eventually... Ugh. The Zerg in me hurts watching this, man. Eventually, all of those Zerg units will get cleaned up. Alright. Early game going in favor so far of Florencio. I mean, we're 10.5 minutes into the game, but still feel like we're in the early game because not much has been done. Okay, we're trying to save up a couple of oracles, it seems. Main base is running low, though. Same can be said on the other side of the map, so this expo becomes more and more important right now. Okay. Yeah, Void Ray's pretty good units, man. So 7 kills, 6 kills. 6 kills on that one as well. So these 3 bad boys, the 3 musketeers, I suppose. They've been hard at work. Eén voor allen en alle voor één. Een nieuwe dag gloort aan de horizon. I don't know any of the... I don't know the English lyrics to the 3 musketeers. It doesn't matter. Anyways. Am I becoming too comfortable in these YouTube videos? The thing is, right? These videos get like 50 to 100,000 views these days, which is just a mind-boggling number. What I'm trying to get at is like, if you guys were all sitting right in front of me, we could fill a stadium. Would I be casually singing songs at that point? The answer is no. I'd be shitting my pants, probably. Anyways. There's the ranged upgrade coming up for the Hydras. I don't like Hydras, man. I've got a love-hate relationship with Hydras. Like, when you think about it, Queens are kind of like Hydras, but better in every way. Except for, like, moving around off creep, right? I mean, obviously, Hydras have higher DPS, but... DPS is not everything. Like, Hydras are like the definition of a Zerg glass cannon. They have like 5 health, and while they deal quite a bit of damage, they die to everything. They're quite good against Void Rays, and they're quite good against, like, air units in general, but they kind of suck against everything else. Not just like the obvious ones, like Disruptors and High Templar and all that, but even like Zealots. And like Photon Cannons. You'll pretty much always trade inefficiently with Hydralisks. And considering this is like a low eco type of game, where you need cost efficiency... Oh god, is he gonna intercept the 1 low HP Void Ray? That'd be pretty sick, dude. Kill it, come on. Where are you going? I don't know what these Hydras are doing. These Hydras are going on a little field trip. I don't know. These are the most adventurous Hydras I've seen in a while. Okay, well, the Oracle's at the very least good spotted. He's been saving up a bunch of those for a while. So, when it comes to anti-air options, right? Zerg effectively has 3 choices. Hydras, Corruptors, or Queens. Now, Corruptors aren't very good usually against Void Rays because they deal bonus damage, Void Rays that is, to armored units. Meaning that Queens and Hydras are the main option. The thing is, Oracles, as a matter of fact, kind of just kill all of the ground units that Zerg has. They're extremely high in DPS. They're like glass cannons as well, but they have a little bit more sustainability. Obviously, they're also energy-based. Yeah, Zerg does have quite a lot of money, though. Yeah, quite a large army here, too. It is kind of a cool transition to go from Void Rays and then force out a bunch of Hydras from your opponent into Oracles. I do like it. Yeah, not the cleanest control right there, though, by the Protoss player, which makes this a little bit difficult to maximize damage with. Good creep spread so far here as well by Ches, by the way. Okay, new base taken in the top left-hand corner. This is a Florencio special. If you ever go up against Florencio on the ladder with Mechatron or, like, you know, any of the other nicknames he likes to play with, this is too few Hydras, my man. Ugh. Yeah, glass cannons benefit from being together in a big group, right? Unless you get them stormed, I suppose, but bleeding out units one at a time is not very helpful. Anyways, if you ever go up against Florencio on the ladder, I highly recommend you go check the corners. Because there's pretty much always going to be a base there. Could be your side of the map, could be any of the outer bases, but don't expect, or don't expect him to take a normal expansion pattern. Not a good idea. Alright. This is too few Hydras, my man. I know it's a low eco game, but I really feel like if we're gonna fight this, we should at least stay on the creep. How many Hydras have gone down at this point? 29? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at, man. It's not worth it. Imagine if like half of those were still alive. Then this would be an army. So glass cannon versus glass cannon, I guess. Hydras versus oracles. Okay, 4 gateways coming up. Did we ever get warp gate? I don't think so, because the cyber cores have been unpowered the whole time. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Get him, Voights. Get him. He's trying to sneak around the back. Okay. I like this. Okay, Hydras, Hydras. Oh, over micro there. Yeah, I tried to go for the stutter step. At this point, could this be a win for the Zerg? I think so. Yeah, there it is. Hydra's actually getting something done. That was an expensive trade right there for the Protoss player. And if we open up the units lost tab right now, I mean, it's still pretty heavily in favor of the Protoss, but at the very least, this now creates a little bit of breathing room, right? Because the thing is, with these Protoss units, they take about 7 years to produce. Years being minutes. So that army took like 7 minutes to produce. Whereas for the Zerg, that took like, I don't know, a minute. It takes a long time for those Protoss units to come out. And that was definitely not a fight you wanted to take right there as the Protoss. Yeah, when you go for the Oracles as well, 16 Oracles, jeez. When you go for the Oracles, you kind of need to keep them all alive for as long as possible. Recall, I guess, to the top left-hand corner, yeah. Where a bunch of Stalkers right now are being produced out of gateways. 4 gateways here. Not warping in, no warp gates, but regular gateway production. Fair enough. Okay, there's the Twilight Council. I would love to see some forges coming up, or, you know, a pylon over here. Can we just make a pylon over here and repower a bunch of this stuff? Hey, there it is. Revelation finally put to use in the natural. It's gonna get rid of at least some of this creep. Okay. Zerg's gonna be able to acquire the 3rd. I believe I saw a Lurker then as well in the production tab, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there it is. Lurker's obviously a much more cost-efficient unit. The problem is that at this point, Protoss has mostly just been showing air units, right? So, I mean, it's an accidental scout or an accidental transition that would work out quite well. Now, this is nice. Look at that. Chaz, realizing that something's not right, sends units all over the map. There's a Lingam right there on the right side, but at least now he's found the base in the top left-hand corner. Robo Bay comes up. Lurkers are being morphed in. Lurkers, another one of those units I highly recommend not moving off creep with until you get all of the upgrades done. The upgrades don't provide, or they require hive tech, so not 100% sure. So with the Robo Bay, where can we transition to? We can obviously go into Disruptors or Colossi. Honestly, Colossi would not be a terrible idea here, but Disruptors are good too, assuming they're controlled properly. But it's going to be mostly like Hydra Ling, it seems, maybe with some Lurkers in the mix as well. I think, yeah, Colossi definitely are an option. A good one, that is. There's so many idle workers, man. There's always idle workers everywhere. I was thinking maybe a Zergling run by into the main base here, but yeah, this photon cannon is never really gonna die. These photons will, or sorry, these shield batteries will obviously keep each other alive as well. 13 drones go down here instead. Yep. I think going Hive into a Hydra Lurker Viper is probably the best choice. Whereas for Protoss, it's probably best right now to start clearing out some of that creep and start building up at least a bit of a death ball. Because, yeah, the creep is looking really nice. The creep is really quite far out. Especially considering this is a Diamond League. That's some killer creep spread. It's going to be very difficult for the Protoss player to engage this and then, you know, back off again, right? You can't really retreat other than with, like, recall, I suppose. So there's indeed the Colossus coming up. Extended thermal lens also being researched. Second robo facility also being built, so he's going to be able to pump out those units 2 at a time. Zerg has acquired the bottom right-hand corner. 10 more overlords go down. Oh my god, that's a lot. A lot of overlords, man. I guess that's one way of getting rid of your... How many overlords have gone down in this game? 6. I think most of those were fed to the two photon cannons right there in the natural expansion, man. Maybe this is some sort of Zerg religion that I'm not familiar with, where you have to sacrifice your firstborn overlords. I don't know. He's been sacrificing many of them for no apparent reason. Maybe the gods on Char will be happy. Anyways, Hive indeed comes up. So Colossi with extended thermal lens have 9 range, if I'm not mistaken. Lurkers with their ranged upgrade also have 9 range. So... Oh, I don't think you want to move out right now. No, man! You're getting Hive! I don't like this move out. I mean, there's no disruptors, but for all he knows at this point, it could be disruptors. Okay, he sees the Colossi right now, decides to back off. I don't know what the surprise is. It would be either disruptors or Colossi. I think the Colossi is the better of the two bad things. Anyways, at the very least, it's now triggering a bit of a move out here from the Protoss, so that's something. Zerg probably much rather fights this on creep. Dark Shrine comes up in the top left-hand corner of the map. Still no warp gate research. Blink is done at the very least, but still no warp gate research. So I guess we're gonna produce... I guess we're gonna produce those Dark Templar out of gateways. A little bit awkward, but fair enough. Natural Expo eventually also acquired here by the Protoss. Still did not repower these Cybercores. Burrow. There you go. 6 more Overlords come up. That's what we need right now. We're not supply blocked or anything. We just need more Overlords, man. Maybe a couple more will make this Protoss god back off. Vipers are coming up. I like it. Yeah. Can we get the ranged upgrade for the Lurkers? The ranged and the Burrow upgrade would not be bad. Okay, nicely done. He's sending forward a couple of units here to... He's doing a lot of right things, man. I really like it. Yeah. Chess doesn't seem to, like... He's got very decent mechanics. Like, he's doing a good job spending, and he's, you know, he's making sure he's got a lot of good creep spread, and he seems to be on top of his queen injects and all that for the most part. It's just that he doesn't really have much of a strategic, you know, overview of the game. Because he's making some pretty basic errors, like moving out with small groups of Hydras before they have upgrades, and... Like, his build order in the early game was also very bad. Oh, God, okay, well, this is really nice. Yeah, grabs a couple of units as they are moving out. If these Lurkers are in the right spot... I feel like they could be right over here. Yeah, I guess there's still quite a few Colossi out. They could cut off this Protoss army really well. By the way, no forges, right, for the Protoss, so he doesn't have any upgrades here. Lacking those upgrades is super painful. Makes these Protoss units significantly weaker than where they should be. Zerg, though, at +2/+1, which is really nice. He's got Vipers available right now, too. They have full energy. If you burrow the Lurkers... No ranged upgrade for those yet. He can, yep, abduct these units one at a time. Nicely done right there, Ches. Get the Immortal. Very good. Okay, Stalkers blink into the main base. He decides to try and set up a surround, although a couple of Void Rays right there get rallied in. Brenda in the main base will go down. Queen right here in the natural will be forced to protect its brood over there too. Abduct. Colossi, 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 Colossi. No, no Colossi. Okay, yeah, it is a difficult unit composition to micro correctly. Okay. These units, though, will not be able to make their way home. Will they at the very least be able to kill the Hive? That would be something. Luckily for the Zerg, he did already start up the ranged upgrade there. Yeah, the Hive will go down, but the ranged upgrade has been started for the Lurkers. So he's got everything, right? He's got a bunch of Vipers out as well. He's got Hydra, Lurker, Viper. This is a very formidable unit composition here for the Zerg. Bottom right-hand corner was killed, but... I think we have enough to win right now, as the Zerg. How exactly is Megatron gonna defend against this? He's got detection as well, so the Dark... I mean, this should be a Zerg win. Abduct. Yoink. Yoink. Get him. I can't see it. Okay, Void Rays going around the side. Man, Void Rays, they're pretty annoying here so far. Florencio, what are you gonna do about this massive army, dude? Okay, Dark Templar are indeed being produced out of gateways. Not something we see very regularly. It's kind of like it's a brute war game right now. A couple of Hydras here rallied to their graves. A little bit unfortunate. I don't think we need to be that far forward here with the Lurkers, but fair enough. Abduct the Immortals. Sure. There you go. 1, 2. Maybe the Colossus as well. A couple of units here will be killed. Void Rays, once again, we're thinking about coming back home. Instead, they're going after the main. There's only one source of detection here. There's only one Overseer here in total, so this Overseer here is going to be super critical. There was another lair produced, if I'm not mistaken, so you can make another one of those. But the reason why I mention it is because the Dark Templar obviously could wreak havoc on this army here. Main base of the Protoss has been destroyed. Third base right now of the Zerg player also destroyed. This base from the Protoss is running low, so I think you should head on over towards the top left-hand corner. Careful, 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 careful! Don't lose this no! Okay, don't lose that Overseer, my man. That Overseer is super critical at this point. He hasn't seen the Dark Shrine, I don't think. I mean, it's all the way in the top left-hand corner. 4 Dark Templar are being produced out of gateways right now at once. Recall's probably again off cooldown. Yeah, so Mechatron can dive pretty deep into the base, which I don't mind. Just try and kill as much tech here as possible. I think going after the Lurker den, spawning pool, Hydra den, that sort of thing. Pretty good idea. He's a little bit scared though and decides to recall once again. Okay. Chaz has not rebuilt their base. All of their hatcheries are gone. There is still a group of drones over here. Fair enough. Other hatchery over there on the left side of the map too. Overlords are flying everywhere. Oh, careful. Okay, he has seen the Dark Templar right now. Nicely done. The control is a little painful. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no. You've seen the Dark Templar! Get out of there, dude! Make a new Overseer! No, he decides to burrow over here? Oh, God. Dude, there's how many Dark Templar? There's 6 Dark Templar. These Dark Templar are gonna have an absolute field day. Yeah, you gotta back off. Parasitic Bomb right there on one of the Void Rays. No splits here at all from Florencio, so he takes maximum amount of damage. That's 120 damage done to pretty much all those Void Rays. Zerg army right now forced to back off. He did lose that lair, obviously. He lost the lair. Okay, he's got one Spore Crawler over here. He can't morph in another Overseer. Spore Crawlers, though, also detectors. So he's going to fall back to that, giving this Protoss player a little bit more time. Yeah, he must have fat-fingered the hotkeys there for a second. It's very easy to accidentally mess that up. When you watch the pros do it, it looks easy, right? But you kind of need to run this unit composition on multiple control groups, because running it all on one is obviously not an ideal, it's not a good idea at all. This Protoss army, though, definitely can be put on one big control group. 6 Colossi, 6 Void Rays, 6 Dark Templar. Can we please add on 2 more Stalkers? Just because, you know, I enjoy symmetry quite a bit. Dark Templar over here. Scouts what's going on. It's got 2 kills to its name. Probably 2 Hydralisks. It's gonna continue. Another Invisible Man in the Natural Expo. It's gonna continue sniping some of these drones. Yep, it can one-shot them. Zerg at this point recognizes what's going on. Spore Crawler came all the way to the front. Still don't see a lair anywhere. Oh, God. Dude, that is so awkward. Okay, he does have a second Spore over here. He really does kind of need a lair. Okay, there's the lair finally coming up. Problem is, at this point, the Zerg army is split up. The Protoss Death Ball has arrived. Prismatic Alignment activated for no apparent reason whatsoever. I guess it's to get rid of that Spore over there. Dark Templar, where are they? There's only 2 remaining. I guess the majority are already gone. Right now, though, yeah, the Colossi are getting on top of all that Hydra army. They deal bonus to light units, and I think eventually there might just be a little bit too much Protoss. I say that, okay. Parasitic Bomb on Colossi, not something we see very regularly because Colossi in general are uncommon in this matchup. Again, no splits here at all from Florencio. He takes so much damage from those couple of units. I mean, at this point, the Spines can almost kill everything. Nah, never mind. There's still 2 Immortals over there. One at a time, gunning down as much here of this army as possible. Is there another Parasitic Bomb? I mean, the Parasitic Bombs have been fantastic. Good spellcaster control, all things considered. Lair finishes up. We need an Overseer here somewhere. Okay, it's gotta be more Hydras. I think eventually there's a little bit too much here for the Protoss player, right? I think Zerg had all the tools at his disposal to win this game, but the control was just a little lackluster. You know what? Maybe he can still win. Ah. Okay. Parasitic bomb right there. Used on at least one of those Colossi. God, there's no splitting going on at all, is there? There's not even an attempt to split. By the way, why is there still no warp gator research? It's 50 minerals, 50 gas. It's not that expensive. Guess the natural expansion fell, so a new cyber core was built over here in the top left-hand corner. But I feel like this, you know, would have been a helpful upgrade. You could produce quite a bit quicker. Another Stargate is being built as well. Main base obviously was cleared out. Okay. Couple of lurkers still available, trying to maximize DPS. A lot of these units are in red hit points, right? So the Colossi definitely will not live for very long. Tiptoeing around the range right there. Oh, abduct. Man, the abductions could have been so much more on point. Yeah. With better abductions and a better build order, I think this Zerg player, yeah, would be quite a bit more dangerous. Here's parasitic bombs once again. Come on, Flo. There you go. Finally. Good control right there on that stalker. Yeah, Ches at this point, though, realizes he's only got 6 workers remaining. And there's absolutely no way he's gonna kill that army. So he's forced to tap out eventually. But there it is. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button so you get notified as soon as future videos go live. For now, though, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Don't forget to smile. And I'll see you once again in the next one.